Hello everyone, in this video we are going to create a simple intersection network and set a signal time for it. At first I'm going to open a new project. For opening a new project I use new button on the toolbox. It will open the map of the world in front of me. The first thing I'm going to change is that the right-click behavior. I use edit menu, open the user preferences window, and set the second option on right-click behavior, which means that I draw objects with right-click and open the context menu with right-click plus control. The second thing I am going to set is the unit. When we open network settings from base data menu, we have a tab named units, and in this tab I click on all imperial to set all the units on imperial. Now we have our initial settings up, and I'm going to zoom by rolling the mouse because I don't want to make a unnecessary big network. And when the scale bar shows us a good measure, I want to turn off the map. And for drawing a link, I'm going to click on links and using right click, hold it and draw the link. You can see the link properties window will open. I will have a one-way link, and if I want to change the width I can change it here. It's now 12 feet width. Now I'm going to draw another link that meets our first link in right angle. We have the same setting, and the thing I'm going to say is we can put a name on our link: South North Street. By double click on the previous link we can put another link and name: East West Street. Now that our network is complete, I'm going to define our volumes. For defining our volume, first step is to define vehicle composition. I choose vehicle composition from traffic menu, and I see that a window will open on bottom of the screen. In this window on left side we have the vehicle compositions number and name. We can add them and delete them, and here on the right we have the type of vehicles. For example, on default this software has 98% for cars, passenger cars, and 2% for trucks. Here trucks is heavy goods vehicles. And in the middle column we have speed distribution. They are defined in the software. We are going to use the default setting. After that we are going to enter the volumes. For entering the volumes we use vehicle inputs on the network object, and by right click on the entry link we can see a red line will appear on the start of the link, and a new window named vehicle inputs open in the bottom of the screen. Here we have the count, number, name, and the link that it is placed on, and the volume. For example, for volume I put 500 on here, and on the last column we have the vehicle composition. We are going to have a vehicle input for the second one, and 750 vehicles on this link and the vehicle composition. Now that we define our volumes, we can run simulation. It asks us to save it. I say simple intersection. And we can see the car enters to our network. For next step, I'm going to define an actuated signal control for our intersection. The first step, I'm going to define signal controllers using signal control menu and click on signal controllers. It will open a window on the bottom of the screen. On left side, I click on add, and a window, signal controller window, will appear on the screen. On the top we have number and you can put name. Here we have type of control intersection. I'm going to use WAP, and as we can see the bottom will change. I use the variables for cycle time, and we have to add the WAP files. For logic file, I find our WAP file, the PUA file for interstage file. The second thing I'm going to change is the signal groups. We have two signal groups here, one northbound true and one eastbound true. The minimum green we have to calculate it, but here I'm going to use 20 seconds for northbound true and 25 seconds for eastbound true and 3 seconds for each traffic amber. I'm going to select on OK. We defined it. Now we are going to define signal heads. For defining signal heads, I click on signal heads on the left objects. By right click on each link, it will put a signal head on it. We have number for signal head. This is our number 1 signal head. It asks us on which link we want to put it, and the signal group. It is for northbound true. Click on OK, and the second signal head is for eastbound true. After installing the now that we define our signal heads, we are going to put detectors for our actuated signal control. By clicking on detector, it will be activated, and I will put the first detector after our stop line in the northbound traffic. The detector window will open. We have to set a port number. Because it is on stream 1, I'm going to use 1 1. The 10th digit is going to be for the number of flow, and the unit digit is going to use for the first detector or the call detector. The length of it, I'm going to put 15 feet, and here is the location of it. We can use both ways. The first way is going to use its location on the link, and the second way I'm comfortable with is used for the start of detector to the stop line or our signal head. I'm going to put 20. It means that it will place 5 feet after the detector. We have the second detector. I'm going to use a 60 feet detector, and its port number should be 1 2, and it will place on 140. It means that 60 feet distance between these two detector and 150 feet from the start of detector to stop line. I do the same for here. I just put the port number. It starts from 21, it will be 21, and because it's on our flow number 2, I put 20 feet, will be 22, 60 feet, and 140 feet. Here our network is ready, and we are going to run the simulation, and we can see the detectors and actuated signal is working